Go ahead. Yes.
When I was child, my mother took me to countryside, which is my grandmother lived in. I was
Yeah.
adored her, and she loved me also. She always gave me
Yeah.
a lot of games and sweets. Also, she often take me to the parks. She was
Yes.
a lovely woman. One day,
Yes.
while I was studying, my uncle rang and I answered. While he
Yes.
speaking, he was crying. I asked him what happened. He told me that
Yeah.
my grandmother died. Here I destroyed and felt sadness. Then I went to
Yeah.
my mother and told her what my uncle said. She tried to
Yeah.
stop me from the crying, but I could not because I love her so much. She said me, "This is
Okay.
life, my sweet child. So this is the first bad thing I experienced it in this life."
Okay. Now let me tell you from the beginning, Urud.
Yes, Doctor.
Now you chose a topic which is related to an experience. And here the description is related to what? To a person. You see, now you have to keep in your mind that this paragraph is about a description of a person. Who's that person? Grandmother.
My grandmother.
Yes, grandmother. So here, if you check the sentences that you have, okay, only 2 or 3 sentences that you describe this person. How about others? Other sentences are not developing the description. You mentioned something about, let me say, the time she died, and who told you, and then what did you do? All these things, okay, were
Yes.
not related to the description. What I need you just to consider that when you are describing, you have to satisfy. You know the satisfy? Satisfy. You have to convince the reader that you are describing the person. Of course, the experience is related to the death, I know. But why do we consider that that person is, let me say, recognized, okay, and the experience of the death will be affected on life? Did you understand me, Urud, or not? Just
Yes,
tell me.
yes. Yes, Doctor.
So
Yes.
here the description is very brief. You know the word brief. You didn't tell something about the grandmother, and why do you feel that her death, okay, causes some sort of, let me say, I mean, effect or impact on your life? And with this, let me tell you that here you have some grammatical mistakes. You have to know that when you are talking about something in the past, you are not going to use something in the present. You said she often take me.
Yes, right.
And by the way, if it is present, you have to say takes. But here you are talking about something in the past. So she took me.
She took me.
Okay.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
okay.
If you want just to say something as a habit, but in the past, you are going to say, she used to take me, you know? She
Yes,
used to take me. To refer to the past and to refer to the what? To something which is habitual. I mean, something to be done every time. You cannot use often because often in the present. Got the point now?
yes, yes, Doctor.
But what do
Right.
you have? You have the past, so you can use used to. Used to refer to something in the past, but it is what? It is habitual. So all in all, I'm not going to say that this is totally bad. No, it is a good trial, and you are specific to one idea, but your idea need to be developed more. Clear
Yes.
now?
Yes, clear.
Okay, thanks a lot, Urud. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Now, let us see Tabarak Falah.
Excuse me, sir.
Tabarak Falah, is she available? Tabarak Falah?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
Doctor,
okay,
excuse
okay.
me.
Yes, yes, please.
Doctor,
Are
can
there
you
some
post
students?
another link?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just a minute, just a minute. Yeah, since I waited the total number, okay, and now I'm going to send it, because if I send it, the first time students will be confused. Which link? Now I can send it. Now, here is another link. Now we go to Tabarak Falah. Tabarak Falah. Okay, let me check your attempt. Tabarak Falah.
okay.
Meanwhile, you have to be ready with your own copy.
Yes, I'm
Tabarak,
ready.
Tabarak Falah, Abid Abdullah. Okay.
Yes,
Well, let me have it on my screen in order just to give you the time just to read it and to make other students follow. Yes, go ahead now. Tabarak.
yes.
The
The
house.
house next
Yeah.
door, the house next door to ours is very large.
Yeah.
It's 800 kilometers quarter. It has 4 large bedrooms, sitting rooms, dining rooms, and kitchen.
Yeah.
Starting with the sitting room, there are 8 leather black sofas and 6 glass tables.
Yeah.
The dining room has a huge
Yeah.
yellow table with 8 chairs.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
is great painting of a woman.
Yeah.
Each
Yeah.
bedroom has 2 beds and wardrobe. 2 of
Yeah.
them are for boys, painted by yellow. The rest are for
Yeah.
girls, painted by pink. There is
Yeah.
a cook and a refrigerator in the kitchen. The house
Yeah.
has a great outside view, so it's so perfect to live in.
Okay. Now, if I ask you, Tabarak, you are describing what?
I'm describing the house.
What is it? It's a place. It's
Yes,
a place. Okay.
yes.
Here, when you are describing a place, what you are doing?
I'm describing the rooms.
Yeah, I
Each rooms
know.
and what it contains.
Okay,
Yes,
so you are providing us with the scenes, scenes, as if we
yes,
we we are with you, viewing one room and going to the other.
yes,
Because here with the description, we are having what? We are having what you see, but we cannot see what you see. Got the point now? So here
yes,
we are going to depend on your description. Okay. Now
yes,
with this, let me tell you, when we are talking about a house, okay,
yes,
here is we here the description itself, okay, is it related to what you see or related to what you expect? What you see really. Got the point now? Or
yes,
what is to be described by others? This is the idea. Got the point now? What you see,
yes,
what you witness personally. Okay.
yes.
So
It's
here,
like I'm going around the house room by
yeah,
room
this is the idea. This is the idea.
and make people have the image about it.
I see.
Yes,
So here with this, I'm going to tell students that this is a good trial. You have a good description. You made me satisfied with your description, because I feel
yes,
that you let me say covered everything which is related to the house. Although here
Yes.
we are talking about, if you remember, we talked about the topic sentence, okay, which is to be what, to be developed by other sentences. What is your topic sentence?
Yes.
The house next
It is.
door to ours is very large. This is very important.
Yes.
If you say this, you have to clarify that how is it very large? What does it contain? So I believe that your paragraph is, let me say, is sufficient enough just to what, to cover what is mentioned in the topic sentence. So
Yes.
with this, it will be considered as a sample to your colleagues to consider that this is the way to describe. You have the
Okay.
point now? This is that. Thanks
Yes.
a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you.
Thanks a lot. Now let us see Zahra Qusay. Zahra Qusay. No? Zahra. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who's talking to me now?
Me, doctor. محمد باقر
No,
حيدر.
I'm talking. No, I'm talking about Zahra Qusay. Is she available now?
I think not.
Okay. I mean, one student is telling me that she is available now. Who is she? Anyway, let us review other students. Hind Ghanem, Tuha Abdallah.
Yes.
Hind Ghanem, is she available
Yes,
now?
doctor. Yes, doctor.
Yes, Hind. Yes. Okay. Let me check your own Hind Ghanem. Yes. Hind Ghanem Turki Muhammad.
Yes.
Well, start reading. Start reading, Hind.
Yes, doctor.
Yeah.
The bus was so crowded I could hardly breathe. One day I was sitting with my family watching TV and talking about normal matters, and then my friend called to tell me that there was a party at her house, and she asked me to come to her. I decided to go on the bus. The next morning, I prepared myself and left the house while I was passing by and found the old woman who helped her cross the street and continued to on the bus stop. In the short time, a bus came and I got in. The bus was so crowded that I couldn't hardly breathe. Within half an hour, I arrived at my girlfriend's house, and the party was very beautiful, and I enjoyed it.
Okay. Well, Hind,
Yes.
if somebody is reading your paragraph, okay,
Yes.
he will not consider that this paragraph is descriptive. You know that these are attempts for descriptive paragraphs, okay?
Yes.
But here, your paragraph is narrative. No, Hind, let me
Yes.
tell you. Here, if you check what is found here in the paragraph, it is what? It is a story. It is not a description. It is not a description. I'm going to tell you.
Yes.
Sometimes you feel that the topic sentence will lead you to write a story, but it is basically not a story. Now, if you check the topic sentence, the bus was so crowded, I could
Breathe.
hardly breathe.
Breathe.
Here, it is not a narrative paragraph. It is not a narrative topic sentence. It is descriptive in the way that you are going to describe the crowd. Got the point now? Here
Yes.
it is not intended to narrate a story, because here, if you check all the sentences that you have, it's a story. It is not a description. If somebody is asking you, where is the description? Where is the description? Nothing.
Yes.
Got it right now? So what I need you just to focus, focus, concentrate, تركزين on the description itself. What is it? What happened inside the bus?
Yes.
Here, you mention this very brief. That is what a bus came and I got in. The bus was so crowded that I could hardly breathe. So here, when we are talking about this, okay, we are talking about the crowd in the bus, the description of this, what makes it this way, what happened inside the crowd, are there some problems here and there, and you have to describe the people inside the crowd, what happened to them, are there some accidents, all these things should be mentioned.
Yes. Doctor.
Clear, Hind?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So what we need is a descriptive paragraph. Here, what you have is a narrative paragraph, because you said something about, you see, okay, what is the relationship between this and let me say the sentences that you have? One day I was sitting with my family watching TV. Here, this is not related. We are talking about the crowd, the crowded bus. So what is the relationship between this and that?
Yes.
Clear now?
Yes. Yes.
And
Doctor. Yes.
yes. So thank you, Hind, for that. But I need you just to know, with description we describe, with narrative we tell a story. So you have to what? To make a decision. With
Yes.
narration, you have to tell a story. Here we have telling a story. But where is the description? No description.
Yes.
No.
Doctor.
For the exam, if you choose a descriptive paragraph, you have to have a description. And that's why we have two kinds, narrative and descriptive. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Doctor.
you for everything. Yes. Now, yes, please. Yes, please. Who is she? Who is she? Who are you? Tell me your name. Zahra Qusay. Yes, I mentioned your name twice. Anyway, are you ready now? Are you ready? Are you ready, Zahra? If you are ready, I'm going to check. No, now. Anyway, I'm not talking. Yeah, anyway. Yes, I'm going to check your paragraph now, but I need you just to read it to discuss it, okay? Okay. Zahra Qusay. زهراء قصي كاظم عبد العزيز. It's okay. Now it is your chance just to discuss it, okay? I'm giving you the chance to discuss it. The other point now? Yeah. It's okay. Yes. Yeah. I'm reading. The climb to the top of tower. The climb to the top of the tower had been well worth the effort. Yes, start reading, please. An exciting experience. Yes. Yeah. 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 Mhm. It is not mentioned machine, Zahra, machine, not mentioned. Yeah. Okay. No, let me tell you, Zahra, before you finish your paragraph, uh, I believe that you wrote this paragraph, okay? You wrote it, okay, yourself. But I don't believe that you are not able to read what you wrote. I feel that what you wrote is difficult for you to read. Is it possible just to have something that you wrote and you cannot read? What do you think of this? Did you understand me, Zahra Qasai, or not? No, these are the words. These are the words that you wrote. Okay, these are your own words. Of course, you should be able to read it. It's I mean, no, I mean, I wouldn't like you just to what to be confused. Be free, be relaxed, and read. I mean, as natural as you can. I wouldn't like you just to be confused because this is your attempt and this is your paragraph, and we need to understand what you wrote. Clear now? So what I need you just to consider that you have to be confident. In other words, confident. When I ask you now about anything about your paragraph, you should answer me. Okay. Now, if I ask you about the word commissioned, what does this mean? Commissioned. No. I ask you about the meaning. Who was commissioned to rebuild the land? What does this mean? Explain to me. I know that. I know that. But I'm asking you about a specific sentence that you wrote. Who was commissioned to rebuild the land? What does this mean? Let me tell you, Zahra, are you listening to me, Zahra? Zahra? Zahra, is there any problem? Can you listen to me, students? Just tell me.
Yes.
Is there Muhammad Baqir?
Yes.
Yes, Doctor, I listen.
I want just to check if the voice is missed. Okay.
No.
Yaqeen, is
Yes.
it okay? Is it okay? Can you listen to me?
Yes,
Yes.
Doctor, I
Yaqeen?
hear it. I
There
hear
is
you
no
clearly.
problem. Okay. But
Yes.
I'm checking Zahra if she has a problem. Anyway, the point again for Zahra. Try to write as simple as possible. What does it mean? Do not copy from the, let me say, from the net, or do not copy from dictionaries and to write something difficult. I want you just to be as simple as possible. Express your style. I wouldn't like writing which is not representing your level. And you know, it is very clear to me to know your style or the other's style. For me, as experienced teacher of this material, I know that this is the, this is written by a student and this is written by others. So you have to consider that. If you are writing, represent your style. Believe me, it is not the way to fill a paper. I told you several times. It is not just to say that this is my own paragraph, but it is really not. What I want you just to represent yourself, your grammar, your style, your vocabulary, okay? And you know that students of the third year, is different from those who are, let me say, native speakers, okay? So we know that there are different levels, and the level of writing comes the last skill. You know, when we talk about language skills, we have listening, speaking, reading, and writing. What does it mean? Writing is the last skill that you are going to develop. It means more experience. You have to have a good experience in everything, in vocabulary, in grammar, in style, everything. So here the point is for Zahra and for others. Try to express your idea as simple as possible with your own vocabulary, the vocabulary that you have. It is not just to yes, please. Anyway. Yes. Yeah. I'm not Zahra. I'm not saying something specifically for you. I'm talking generally. Yeah, I'm talking generally. Yeah. My point. Yeah. My point. Yeah. Zahra. My point is you anyway, Zahra. What I need you just to be as simple as possible. This is one. What you are writing is a paragraph. A paragraph. What does it mean, a paragraph? It means something limited. It doesn't need just to have introduction and then you are going to detail. This will be on the essay later on in the coming chapter. When we are going to deal with an essay, you can do this. But with paragraph, which is smaller than an essay, you should be limited to the idea that you have. Of course, I didn't say that you did bad. You remember what I mentioned for your paragraph. But what I need you just to consider these points, not for this paragraph, but for the exam. You know, in the exam, and today we have something about the exam, which is about the decision of the time, and it is too near. Okay, with the exam, I need you just to what? To be ready for that, because you don't have an idea about which paragraph that you are going to write. And with this, the readiness will be immediate. What does it mean, immediate? Once you have the topic, you are going to write it, immediately. You don't have an idea about. And with this, you have to depend on yourself totally, completely. So with this, you have to consider, be as simple as possible. Use your simple vocabulary. Use your own style to express your own level. Be true to yourself. Do not rely on other things. And try just to train, because here these things that we read is just to what? Is just to have your own mistakes and the correction. My job is just to what? To refer to the mistakes that you have and just to be modified in the exam, in order not just to be repeated in the exam. Anyway, thank you, Zahra. Thank you very much. And
Doctor?
yeah. And Duha Abdullah, Duha.
Yes,
Duha.
Yes.
Yes, now you are available, okay? Let us see your own attempt. And you remember, you were the last one last lecture, if you remember. And we need just to have your own trial now, in order just to have your chance for discussing what you have. So we have the Duha Abdullah. Duha Abdullah Mahood.
Can I read?
Well, just wait, because you see, we need just to have your own paragraph on screen, and then we are going to see and check what you wrote. Yes, start reading now.
I lie in bed, warm and comfortable, listening to the sound of rain hitting the windows. I waved my woolen scarf and carried a cup of hot chocolate. It was freezing outside. The rain was pouring softly and playing a beautiful melody on the window. As for the sound of thunder, it was frightening, like the roar of a lion. The smell of rain was rushing in the air. The plants are refreshing green. When the rain stopped, I rushed out to the garden to see the rainbow. The colors were wonderful. The rain brings me a feeling of calm and rejuvenation.
Okay. You remember last time you didn't have my own appreciation, or let me say evaluation of the paragraph that you have. Now, if I ask you now, what kind of description that you have in this paragraph?
The description of a place.
I don't believe that this is a place now.
I describe the atmosphere around me.
Yeah, very good. This is, yes, the surrounding of the place. This is the idea. So what do you have here?
The describing of rain.
Yeah, so you gave us different scenes, scenes. You remember the sample that you have in descriptive paragraph that I delivered this to you? You remember the beach to Hawaii? The same thing. What you have is the scenes. You know the scenes?
Yes, sir.
Different scenes, different images that you gave. How many images that you have? Let me check. First of all, you are describing the weather. It was what? It was freezing outside. This is, you gave us image number one. Then, what do we have? The rain was pouring softly and playing a beautiful melody on the window. So, if you consider this, what kind of description that you made, Duha?
About the melody on the windows?
Here, what do you consider that?
Describing of the...
Yeah, I know description, but you are giving us what? An image, and you made some sort of similarity. You see now, I mean, the rain is not just to be described as rain, but as what? A symphony.
Yes.
Get the point now? Yeah. So here, this is a very, very nice description. Well, I admire such description that you made, because I mean, you left me to my own imagination. Now you see, now it's not only description, it's imagination. So now I'm left to my own imagination. You see now, so there is a similarity between rain and symphony. What else? So here rain is playing symphony on the window. You know the point now? This is the idea. So this is a good description that you make. It's imagination. As for the sound of thunder, it was a frightening, like you see now, this is another image. What do we have? Similarity between thunder and what?
Roar of lion.
Ah, very nice. You see now, I like all these things, by the way. Yeah, I feel that this is a very nice description that you make.
Thank you.
The smell of rain. You see now, you gave us let me say a description of the sound, and then you moved, and this is very good. You see now we have a shift now. You know, this is a transition from sound to smell, and this is very nice. The smell of rain was, yes, please.
The smell of rain was reassuring in the heart.
What does this mean to you?
It means when I smell the smell of rain, it makes me calm and feel everything is in peace or like that.
So the smell. So there is a relationship here between the smell here. The smell. I mean, the rain is not having the smell, but here, when the rain is touching ground, okay.
Yeah, I know.
This is the idea. So the rain itself doesn't have a smell, but here, when the rain dropped on the ground, will have some sort of a smell. This is the idea. So you feel calm. I want you just to convince me of this idea. How the smell makes you calm.
Because when
can you explain this? Yes, please.
Yeah, I can. When I smell this smell of rain, it makes me remember a good memories. So I feel calm and peaceful.
Okay, so here the idea of recall, recall, you recall something and you remember something, and with this smell will remind you of something which is happening in the past, and to makes you calm, makes you feel, let me say, quiet. Okay. Now, what else? The plants are refreshing green when the rain stops. This is another image. Yes, Dhafra.
Yeah. When the rain stopped, I rushed out to the garden to see the rainbow. The colors were wonderful.
Yeah. So you see now, you have a package, package of descriptions that you have, package of images that you have, and really, I feel that this is a very nice description that you made, because you see now here, as a reader now, not as a teacher, as a reader, okay, I felt what you feel. You see now, when you reach this point, it means that you are a good writer. Really, Dhuha, really, you made me feel what you felt. Got the point now? So here, this is a good, I mean, just to tell other students, once you feel that the reader will feel what you feel, it means that you are having a good attempt in writing. The rain brings me a feeling of calm. Okay, thanks a lot, Dhuha. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay. Asid Muhammad Ibrahim. Asid, is she available? By the way, you know how many students who didn't write for the descriptive. You see, now I'm going to show you the number, and now with this number you can consider how many students who did not participate. You see now 96. If you see 96 students who did not write for this assignment. What do you think of this number? Who can tell me? What does this mean? I told you earlier that the assignment will be, specified for what? For certain marks. And you have to consider that there is a division of the marks for, let me say, for the average, in which these attempts will be considered as a definite mark. It's not only part of the daily mark. So you have to consider that the more that you participate, the better your mark will be. This is the idea. I have some students who never participated in any assignment. I check them and I have a list for students who did not participate from the very beginning of this course. And later I'm going to have these names in the class to tell them that they never participated.
Good evening,
Anyway.
Doctor.
Yeah, tell me please. Yes. Yes. So the voice is too far. I cannot recognize what is said. Is it said by you, Nargis? Nargis?
Yes, Doctor.
Yes. What did you say, Nargis? Please repeat what you have.
دكتور أنا أبد ما شاركت يعني من تحكي أسماء الطلاب وتعرض مالتهم الملف وتناقش مالتهم. وهسه قبل شوية ذكرت إنه أكو هواية طلاب ما شاركوا ما شاركوا بالمهمة. بس أنا أريد أتأكد إنه آخر الباراجراف اللي سويته واصل لو لا، لأن دزيته متأخرة 12 بالليل.
I'm not specifying things for you, Nargis. I'm not telling these things for you. I'm telling these things for students who never send me anything. Okay, this is the idea.
Yes.
Some students who were regularly did not participate. So I'm talking about this. It's not only the, let me say, the participation. I'm talking about those who did not send me any assignments. This is the idea. Later on, I'm going to write the names for them to know, because at the end of the course, if they have low marks, they should know why. And you have to consider that there is a new division for the average. You have one for the monthly exam, one for the assignment, one for the oral participation. Got the point now? So here there is a new division this year. Is not, it is not just like the other years that you have. So you have oral mark, and you have a report, and you have let me say the monthly exam. You got the point now? So your mark is divided into 3 divisions: oral participation, that is what you have now, just now. You have report, and this is the assignment, and you have the monthly exam, monthly written exam. So you have to consider this for the coming, let me say, weeks, or the coming lectures. You see? Anyway, Asir Muhammad Ibrahim, is she available? No. Amna Yasin. Yes. Oh. Who's talking? Asil or Asil Muhammad Ibrahim? Yes, please, Asil. I want you just to get ready for your own attempt, because you see, your attempt was not written in a file. It is written as what? It just like I mean, a comment. It's not written in as I mean, a specified file, and that's why here, Asir Muhammad Ibrahim, I'm going to, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what you wrote. What you wrote here, this is, okay? This is what you wrote. It's not in a file. Can you see now, Asir? This is what you wrote, Asir. Can you see in the screen? This is what you wrote. It is not a file. I need you just to write it as a Word file, as a PDF file, and then to what? To send it to me. But in this way, it is just like a comment. I believe that it is not clear. Can you see it on the screen? I think it is not clear. Right or not? Just tell me. Yes, PDF or Word. Okay, you can do it this way, but here it is written just like a comment. No, it is not just now. I mean, for the coming assignments, you have to send it as a PDF. Okay, let us see your own attempt now. Is it available now for you? Can you read it? The experience of life was my grandmother's death. Yes. 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 Well, realize, Asil, realize. You made me realize, not read. Realize. Yeah. That there were. Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Here, Asil, please, for you and for other students, when you read as slow as possible, because you want just to what you finish it as quick as possible. When you are reading these things, do not read quickly, because we need just to follow you. You see, I suppose that some students cannot recognize what you said. So try your best just to slow down when you read, because this is reading. It is not just to speak. It is not speaking the way that we are going to be quick. Anyway, let me tell you something about your own paragraph. First of all, if we consider the topic sentence about the experience of the death of your grandmother, okay? Here you are talking about the death, or you are talking about the grandmother? Tell me. So it's not, but here you have to know that it is not only about the death, it's about your grandmother. Okay, but I didn't have any idea about your grandmother. You have to describe the person, because here we are not talking about only the effect of this. Now, when we say that the death affected on your life, okay, but why? Why this person? It is not only death, by the way. Death is not only related to your grandmother. Everybody will die. You get the point now? So here, are you affected by death itself, or by the death of your grandmother specifically? This is the idea. Did you understand me, Asil, or not? Just tell me. So here you have to know that you have to describe your grandmother because you are affected by her death. It is not by death itself, because here, if somebody is reading your paragraph, the main idea is about death. It is not about your grandmother. Where is your grandmother? Nothing mentioned about your grandmother. It's only about death. So your description needs just to be clear. Is it about death itself or about the grandmother? So of course you have to describe the person in which you are affected by his or her death. Clear now? Thanks a lot, Esther. Thank you, Esther. Thank you. Khitam Abbas. Khitam Abbas. ميقات صادق. ميقات صادق. حسن علي. حسن علي. سارة مسلم. سارة مسلم. رندا طه. رندا طه.
Yes, doctor.
رندا طه. Okay. Now
Yes.
let us see your own trial.
Okay.
رندا طه. Anyway, later on I'm going to repeat the names. If somebody is not available, I'm going to repeat the name once again. But let us see Randa Taha Mehdi.
Yes.
Okay, just wait because we need just to have your own paragraph on the screen.
Okay.
Yes, start reading. Start reading, please.
Okay, doctor.
Yes.
The room was beautifully furnished. One day I decided to go on a summer trip to European country. Arrived at the hotel and went to my room where it was overlooking the beachfront, beautifully furnished. The sleeping bed was spacious and comfortable, and like it's black, and it changes its shades every day. And this is what I loved in it. There is a wardrobe for clothes and another for shoes. There was a small library in which I love books. There was a small bathroom and a suitable room, and very beautiful for such light summer trips.
Okay. Now you are describing something here. What is it?
I described the place, the room.
The room. And here, the room, where is it to be located? Where is it to be located? Where is the location of this room?
In Europe.
In a hotel. In a hotel.
Yes, in a hotel.
You are talking
in other
about
country.
a room in a hotel. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Here. You know that hotels cannot specify for each one a specific room personally. It
Yes.
means that all rooms are the same.
Yes.
Okay. So here
Yes.
we say my room. It means that your room in a hotel. Got the
Yes,
point
yes.
now? But here, when you are talking about this, you are talking about the location of this room in this hotel.
Yes,
Got the
right.
point now? This is the idea.
Yes,
So you are
doctor.
talking about, yes, you are talking about the location of this room in this hotel.
Yes.
Okay, so you are not talking about the room only. You are talking about the hotel also, because you are talking even about the way that what we have, the surrounding of the hotel itself. So you are talking about what is inside now. The sleeping bed was spacious and comfortable, and I like it black, and it changed its sheets every day. But do you think that here, when we are talking about this, here we are talking about something which is, let me say, extraordinary or different? I believe that this is normally what is found in hotels. Okay, here the description may take another, let me say, way. Why not just to describe the surrounding of the room? This is one, because here when we talk about this, it is done in every hotel. I mean, the sheets is every day. You know, this is something related to laundry. You know, laundry when we talk about hotels. Got the point now? So here, I believe that this will not develop your paragraph in the way that you are going to consider that as a description of the room. Why not just to describe the surrounding of the room? This will be better. You know why? Because you are talking about a European country. So you know the description of the room may be inside or maybe outside. You know, when you talk about overlooking a beach front, okay? Then you are going to say beautifully furnished, okay? What kind of decoration that you have? What you have in the wall? What you have, for example, on the ceiling? What kind of lights that you have? Got the point now? And instead of saying things that are not related to the topic, why not just what kind of, for example, of carpets that they have? What kind of facilities that you have? Okay? All these things should be mentioned.
Okay, doctor.
This is it. Anyway, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Randa.
Welcome. Welcome.
Shahad Ali Faris. Shahad Ali Faris.
Yes.
Shahad Ali. Okay. Let us see your own try. Shahad Ali Faris. You see, the more attempts that I have, the better will be, because you see now, each student who is participating now will take a mark. And I'm ready to give you as much as I can with the chances. You see now, for your participation, it's not only this lecture. We have still many lectures to come, and for sure, every student will take his or her chance. Shahad Ali Fars, start reading.
Yes.
I lay in bed.
I lay in bed, warm and comfortable, listening to the rain beating against the windows. Winter was one of the beautiful seasons that man loves. It is always a cold and rain season. One day I was sitting in my room and lying on my bed in front of the room window. Through it, I see everything that was in the heavy rain on that day. It hit me window, and I was seeing it while I was comfortable, and it was also thunder and lightning. The atmosphere was beautiful and pleasant, and the plants were growing and blossoming after the rain ends, and everything becomes very beautiful.
Okay. What do you mean by the word blossoming? How can you explain this word, blossoming? What does this mean? How can you explain this word to me? Shahad, can you listen to me? Shahad?
Yes.
Yes. What does this mean, blossoming? it is impossible, Shahad, that you wrote a word and you cannot understand what does this mean. Is it possible, Shahad? Is it possible to write something that you don't know? Shahad. Shahad. Where is she? شهد.
دكتور بس قاعد أقطع.
Yes. What is it? The sound is not clear for you or what? Just tell me.
Yes.
Anyway, as I mentioned earlier, try to be as simple as possible. Do not use words that you don't know. Okay? Try your best just to express your idea as simple as possible with your own words, with your vocabulary, and try your best just to rely on yourself. Thank you, Shahad. Thank you, Shahad. Who is ready for those who I mentioned? Hassan Ali, are you ready? Hassan, yes, yeah, we are going to check your own trial. Hassan. Hassan Ali Abid Alwan. Yeah, just wait a minute. We want just to have your own paragraph on screen. The woman had mistaken me for a thief. Yes, please. Start with. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. 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 Very good. Now, if I ask you now, Hassan, is it a narrative paragraph or descriptive? Where is the description here? Where is it? It's not the no. Okay. By the way, the topic that you mentioned is 13. Okay. Although that I required only the first 10 from 1 to 10. From 1. No. You have to, Hassan. Try your best just to go back to the assignment, because the assignment was sent to you as a file, as a Word file, and I specified, I quote the same topic sentences that are written in the book, and I wrote it in the file. So try your best just to stick to what is required. This is one. Second, let me tell you something. Here, sometimes you can find a topic, okay, that is basically descriptive, but it includes narration. Got the point now? And other times, there is some sort of mixing, but our responsibility is just to remove this mixture and to have description in the descriptive paragraph and to have narration in the narrative paragraph. What I see now, it's only narration. Now it's not only just to say describe the I mean the way that you dress, or here the height, or it's not this way, but here the description of what the woman had mistaken me for a thief. Here the idea, if we consider it as descriptive, if we consider it this way, it's the idea of description of the thief. The thief, okay? What kind of thieves he will be, or he would be. This is the idea. So you mention some sort of similarity, right? What you have and what the really thief had at that time. Anyway, with this, let us make, let me say, a distinction between what is narrative and what is descriptive. Okay, what is narrative here in the sentences that you have? Tell me, what is narrative? What is narrative? What is narrative? Here you are talking about an event. So this is what? This is narrative. But the description of the thief is what? Is descriptive. So here, if you lead, you see now, I'm going to tell you, when you are going to write, is just like when you are going to drive a car. You see now, you are going to lead your paragraph the way that you need. You need it descriptive, this is descriptive. You need it narrative, this is narrative. So the idea is you are the leader. You are the leader of your own writing. But here, if somebody is writing your own attempt, will it to be considered as narrative or descriptive? Now, I wouldn't like you to answer me as a writer, but I need you just to answer me as a reader. What do you consider it? In which way? Just tell me which way that you feel that it is descriptive. It's the stealing. No, we see now, if you consider the keyword is a thief. So here the description, you know that the description we said that either to describe a place or a thing or a person. Here we have a description of a person. That is what? A thief. In this way, you have to stick on the description itself. For what? For it's not only the way he walk. You see now, the way he walk, the way he was seen by others, the way he was seen by the lady. All these things should be clarified rather than to narrate the story. You have the point now? So we need to have, okay, the lady, of course, is a witness, you know, witness for the theft, for the robbery. Of course, she saw the way that he walked, the way that he behaved, the way that he, let me say, talk, which sound I mean, he pronounced some words, or let me say, which way that he speaks. Okay, this is the way. The way that he, let me say, the way that he is using something, tools, for example. You know, the thief is having a tool. Maybe he's having a gun. Maybe he's having, let me say, a stick or some tools just to what? To have for what? For stealing. This is the way. But these are not found. What do you think? Yeah. What did he do with that? He's having this. What witnesses see, let me say, for this, let me say, if somebody is watching this thief, what did he do? Is he threatening somebody with that? Or it's only just to show that I'm a thief? This is the idea. So here, the description will be covered by other witnesses rather than the, let me say, the lady. This is the idea. Because you are going to make a difference between you and the thief. This is the idea. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Hassan. Let us see others. Yeah, yeah. Okay. It's okay. نور الهدى محمد جاسم. نور الهدى محمد جاسم. سارة مسلم. ميقات صادق. ختام عباس. ختام. Anyway, now let us see others who are ready for, if somebody is ready just to discuss. Let me check now. Let me check. Because I want just to check for the two links, not only one link. Let us see the other link. رحيل جاسم. رحيل جاسم. رحيل. فاطمة جواد كاظم. فاطمة جواد. فاطمة. Yes. Are you ready? Yes. I'm going to check your own trial. فاطمة جواد كاظم. فاطمة جواد كاظم عبيد. Yes. Just get ready because you are going to read your own paragraph. Yes. Yes. Start reading, please. The bus was so crowded, I could hardly breathe. Yes. 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 Traveling by bus? Yes. Start reading, please. It's not Babylon. It's Fatma. It's not Babylon. Delhi to Jordan. Fatma Jawad Kadam Abed, right? Why to change? Keep the same thing because do you have some sort of modification? Because I'm checking what you. Yeah. Now keep it as it is. Yeah. My. Yeah. Yeah. In advance. In advance, yes. Yeah. It was surely. Now, you mentioned something about your own experience, okay? But if you consider the topic, the description is related to the past, not what happened to you in the past. Got the point now? You are talking about what happened to you, but what kind of crowd that you have? You mentioned something. Yeah, I know. It is found. Okay. But why not just to give us an image of the other people who are found in the bus? What happened to them? How come they manage? Okay. What happened is there any accident there, here and there? What happened among people? What did they do? All these things. Although you mentioned something about yourself personally, but we need just to consider another image. What is inside the bus? What kind of people there? Okay. And when you talk about crowded bus, what does it mean? Somebody is sitting, somebody is standing. Okay. Somebody, are you with me, Fatma? You see, you have to give us an image of the people inside the bus. They are not available in your description. It's only your own experience. But you see now, if you consider the topic itself, it talks about the bus. It's not about your experience in the bus. Got the point now? So we need some sort of other description in the way that you describe what is inside the bus, what kind of people there. And when you are talking about Delhi and Jordan, you see. By the way, you were in India. You were in India. You talk about it. Yeah. You live there for a while, maybe. You live there, yeah? I mean, or you travel there. You talk about, yeah. So this is your personal experience. Yeah. I know, but what is missed here? You are having something about the people inside. What is the driver doing, dealing with this crowd, and why is it crowded? This is there is another question. Why is it crowded? Because it is too early. It is the only bus. There are some questions need to be answered. Why is it crowded? If we talk about this, with too much people, you see now, or there is a limited time for the buses. This is the idea. Yeah, listen. Thank you, Fatma. Thank you very much. طيبة حسام.
Yes, doctor.
Yeah. Ready? Yeah.
Yes.
Who's talking?
طيبة.
Well, let us see طيبة. Okay, let us see طيبة, and then we are going to back to you. طيبة حسام حسين.
Yes.
طيبة حسام حسين. Let us see your own trial.
Okay.
طيبة, where are you sending your own? Is it?
I don't send it because I don't know.
Yes.
The segment and the
assignment.
Yes.
Yeah. What's wrong with the assignment? You don't know the assignment? It's nearly 2 weeks for this assignment.
Yes.
I mean, it is not.
I forget.
It is not. You forget.
Yes.
You see now, well, طيبة, you
I'm
have to
sorry.
consider that. You have to consider that the assignment is having a mark. Okay,
Okay.
any assignment that you have will be on mark. If you lose something, you lose a mark. So you have to consider that from now on. Anyway, let us see who is ready now.
دكتور بس أنا يعني مسوية الأول.
No. Okay, Muhammad, I think you participated earlier, if you remember, in the narrative paragraph. Yes. No, we need Muhammad, please. We need other students who never participated. If you want just to check your own. Yes. Well, of course you, Muhammad, of course you took your mark because you participated earlier. And by the way, you know that the lectures are what? Recorded. Everyone who participated will take a mark. I'm not going to forget. You know why? Because the lecture is recorded. I can see the lecture every time, and I know who participated and who is not. Get the point now? So your right will be saved. Your right will be saved. زهراء محمد حسين. زهراء محمد حسين. زهراء محمد حسين. تبارك علاء. تبارك علاء جاسم. تبارك علاء جاسم. Tabarak. Yes, get ready because we are going to have your own
دكتور أنا مو
paragraph.
تبارك، أنا غير طالبة.
Sorry.
I'm not تبارك.
Where is Tabarak? Tabarak Ala Jasim. Tabarak Ala Jasim. Are you listening to me? Yeah, it's okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let us see Tabarak Ala Jasim, and we see the other who's speaking to me. Let us see Tabarak Ala Jasim now. Tabarak Ala Jasim. Well, just wait a minute to make it available to other students on the screen. Yes. Yes, start reading, please. Start reading. Yeah. Start reading. Yeah. 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 Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Now, Tabarak, you see the last sentence that you have. It has a May room. A May rooms. What does it mean? It has a May rooms. This is a mistake, I know, but we cannot use a with many. You are going to say it has many rooms to anyone. But don't you think, Tabarak, you have some sort of repetition of the same idea? We need sentences that develop the paragraph rather than to repeat the same idea. You see how many How many sentences that you are writing? Many rooms, many rooms, many rooms. No, we didn't like to repeat. We need you just to bring something new. Okay, you say this house is beautiful, more than, by the way, more beautiful than, not beautiful more than. This is so beautiful more than other, or this is more beautiful than other house. This is the way. In the street, because the owner is an engineer, and he designed his house in a special way, not just the out part, but the here you see, Tabarak, I know what you mean, but why not just to express it in a different way? Of course, when the house is built by an engineer, of course, it will be different. This is one. Second, we say the out part, or the outside of the house, for example. Out part, what does it mean, out part? Tabarak, are you with me? The out part, or let me say the surrounding. You may say the surrounding of the house, or let me say the outside view, the outside view of the house. Got the point now? So try just to use the words that is describing, I mean, perfectly, rather than the words that are not to be clear for the reader. But inside, designed in a very nice style. But inside, it is designed. Here, if I ask you, where is the subject? There is some sort of grammatical mistake, if you consider, Tabarak. But inside, it is designed. Where is the subject? You have to have it is designed in a very nice style. Then, what kind of style? You have to explain that. What kind of style? For example, modern style, European style, antique style. This is the idea. Clear or not? Just tell me, Tabarak. Yeah. So the idea here, you need just to clarify your idea, to explain your idea, and to be careful with the grammatical mistakes that you have. Clear? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Tabarak. Thank you, Tabarak. Yes.